قال الله وحواد لا Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Mukakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Creed, Millstone, that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth, risking their lives more now so than ever to do so. So, what an amazing piece of news here. You know, I got home, read it in a haste, misunderstood it, and I was now, I was just like, minutes before this, I was just complaining in the group chat. Damn, it's so close, it's so close. You're so close. However, after some deep breaths and calming down, because hey, niggas tired, man. We holding the patience. Brothers holding the patience, same way. We ain't gonna give up, we ain't gonna drop out. Allah forbid we drop out, we holding on to the truth. There's all we have. There's all we have in this world, right? So just anyway, feel a sigh of relief when I finally understand what I was reading. Right, so nevertheless, forgive my rant. Now, brother, post this up in the group chat. It says the U.S. Senate voted tonight 51-49 against a bipartisan measure. And for those of us who do not know what the word bipartisan means, it is basically a scenario where two opposing parties come together. So like, for example, basically what it's saying, the two opposing sides of government come together to support one bill then, or one act or one law, whatever the case may be. That was bipartisan mean. So apparently the bipartisan measure was some of the two parties, the Republicans and the Democrats, coming together to try and stop Trump, However, it's just a beautiful thing to see, man. So beautiful, so beautiful. Right? The U.S. Senate voted tonight 51-49 against the bipartisan measure that sought to block President Donald J. Trump and his administration from launching strikes inside of Venezuela. This means green lights on the highway, 1 o'clock in the morning, no traffic. Full speed ahead. There is nothing standing in his way. Tawara Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. You know what the feeling this is? Like, alright, when I was back in the world, when I was, doing my studies, trying to get my degree and cooking and whatever, and, going to school and working late in the night in the wee hours of the morning and having to get up after like 2 hours of rest to go to school. Like, when finally you graduate and you say, yeah, boy. And then when you apply for work now, being in the kitchen everyday life, yeah, it just resonates now. It just make you feel good. Like, yeah, boy. It's an amazing feeling for the men of the Lord. That is the ones who uphold the Most High statutes, laws. Who do what he say in the presence of the brothers and out the presence of the brothers. The hopefully elect. The ones that stand firm for the Lord's name. We ain't going by no other name. We ain't going and teaching in no other name. We not ashamed of the name. We stand firm for what we believe in. You understand? It's just amazing, man. It's amazing. It's like you have ranting so long, but hey, this is just amazing. My goodness, Isaiah, I believe it's, let me check, I think it's 55 and 10. I'm not sure. But hey, we will find it. Oh my goodness, on the money. And I'm going to read from verse 8. It says Isaiah 55, and well, from verse 8, the point really is in 11. Well, 10 and 11. But I read from it. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but water the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." Right? Now, what was Yahushua's reply to the disciples when they asked him what is the signs at the end of time and his return? Well, he said wars and rumors of wars, right? But the end shall not be. You understand? It's not the end, no, but it is the beginning of what sorrows. It's the beginning of sorrows. To water your bashim Yoshai. I would like to call this season the I told you so season. Yes, we're about to enter into Jacob trouble as well. We know. We accept it. It's just another part of it. But we so close to getting out of here. So close, man. So close to water your bashim Yoshai. Bashim Kakodash to water. We so close, so close to getting out of here. Wow. When you think it couldn't get any better, you know what I mean? The system will fall by. The system will fall. You know, the Jakes on this island, this is the time we say, you know, we told you so. The time to watch the shit hit the fan, watch them and heal it, watch the face twist up when they get the rank eye. Right? These are the moments that make people say, wow, stand in awe. This is just phenomenal. Habakkuk 2, and I will go straight to the point. Verse 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry here." It's speaking because this is the end. It's here. We waited for it, and it is here. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It is here. The vision we've been preaching about, it is here. You understand? War has reached the shores of the Caribbean finally. We see in the progress in live and living colors, as the saying goes. You know? This is beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I lost for words. I'm spiritual. I feel in a sense of relief. I feel in a sense of thrilled. I feel in amazing. Hey. Because I was on the edge of my seat and I was saying, my Father, you know your son tired. And it's not me alone. You know your sons and them could do with the kingdom coming pronto. You know? We know that it's the beginning of sorrows. At least the sooner the sorrows begin, the sooner it over in this kingdom. So thy will be done by hey. Alright. Again, excuse me. It's like for ranting to those who listening, but it's just something to marvel at. I think is second is just if memory serves. 16 and verse 18 I'm looking for. Verse 18. Yeah, second Ezra 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And it's just asking what he will do when the evils come. Because he watching it play out, you know what I mean? He getting the vision and writing it. This is the beginning of sorrows, great mournings by the level of famine are going to hit this side of the earth because, especially Trinidad and Tobago, we do produce shit, but YNs, we do produce shit, but fucking degenerates, right? And scoffers and mockers and revelers and the filthy are the filthy, you know? Great famine by they will starve by. Scripture says it's better to die than to starve. Better to die by the sword than to die by the famine. I want to find it. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. Just bear with me. Okay, you see, one, the Jakes over here, they know not, they ain't not the slightest clue about famine. That's it. Just bear with me. Apparatus, I'll find it. Give me a second here. Yeah, the scripture was Lamentations 4 and verse 9. And wooden was of that I can get that way, right? It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. And pine away. You understand? They die slowly, grievously. Apparatus are the hoity women of this land, the hoity men who think they have some stake in this life or in this land of Egypt, they will perish. Who do burn will shrivel up and die. Thus said the Lord. And so I hope this was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakodash. Once again to the Akim, finally, man, finally, we out of here. Until next time, shalom.